this is a quick video about Woody Woodpecker and the aliens. Okay, so like, let's see, about a week and a half ago, and then, or maybe 2 weeks ago to like a week ago, it was about 5 times. Well, the first time, I was sitting in my living room, and I think it was the weekend, and it was about, I think it was about 6 o'clock at night, and I heard, you know, like a woodpecker right at this wall right here, right back behind this computer. And I know what woodpeckers sound like, so it was a woodpecker. And I actually saw one at work too, and yeah, I think most of them do have, it had a red head. I think all of them have a red head. But yeah, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, I've never actually saw the woodpecker, but so like I said, it started about 2.5 weeks ago, and then the first time I was like on the couch, and it was like 6 o'clock, and I heard Woody Woodpecker against, you know, I was in the same room on the couch, like right now, and it was this wall right here, behind the computer. And then, the time after that, I was, sleeping like, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and that must have been, I think that was a weekend too, and that was like in the front bedroom. And then they pecked on, you know, because my head is up against that wall. The woodpecker pecked again right there on that wall, which is actually kind of like the same wall, except, you know, the bedroom is farther down or whatever. Okay, so then, oh, okay, yeah, and then that same day, I think, I had my earplugs in, but I heard it again, but it sounded like it was coming from the back of the house. Like the Woody Woodpecker was at the back of the house pecking. So that was like 3 times. And then I think there was probably another time, but the last time I heard it was last Monday, and I was taking a bath in the back bedroom. And so I was taking a bath, and I heard Woody Woodpecker. So anyway, I either heard it 3 times, I think I heard it at least 4 times. But, so the 4th time, it didn't dawn on me that there could be a connection with the aliens and Woody Woodpeckers. Okay, so last time I heard it was Monday. Last Monday. Not today, but last Monday. And I was taking a bath, so it would have been like 7:15 or whatever. And I heard Woody Woodpecker, and my cats, of course, were like, you know, what is that? What is that? And so anyway, it just seems like whatever room I'm in, that's where the woodpecker is. Except, like I say, that one time when I was in the front bedroom, it pecked twice, and it seemed like the second time it was at the back of the house. But anyway, it just kind of seemed like wherever I am, that's when it kind of pecks, close to where I am in the house. So the Woody Woodpecker last Monday, it pecked in my bedroom because my bathroom is right there in the bedroom, you know, on the windows, outside the windows or whatever. So I heard it very clearly, and my cats were like, what is that? What is that? But, I'll try to talk to the aliens to see if it's them creating that noise, because I really don't know, because the funny thing is that, you know, they like wood, but my house, I don't have any wood. I have all brick and siding, plastic or vinyl siding, and metal. I don't have any wood, so it's kind of funny. Why would there be a Woody Woodpecker, you know? But like I say, let's see, this past weekend, yeah, the last time I heard it was, like I say, a week ago. Damn, time flies by, but yeah. Last Monday when I was taking a bath. And, but that was the first time I've ever heard it the whole time, you know, living in the house. Or living in this house, I mean. And I've only lived in this house since 2011. I've never heard it till now. But, anyway, so it's just kind of funny because, there's a video on YouTube that Karla Turner, let's see, I think it's about, I don't know, it's either that hour, 20-minute one, or that other one that's like over 2 hours. It's one of those videos. where she talks about when she was in her house, and I'm sure it's happened many times, she said, but I mean, I think it happened more than once, but she actually talked about woodpecker noise outside of her house, and she knew. I wish I could find the exact part of the video. I'll find it eventually. But yeah, she said, because she was briefly talking about her experiences, and she said, yeah, I had the woodpecker pecking outside my door, or outside my house and stuff, but she knew that it was the aliens doing that it really wasn't a woody woodpecker. She knew it was the aliens. But like I say, it didn't dawn on me, the connection, until that very last time I heard woody woodpecker, and that was when I was taking a bath. And that's when I started to think, is it the aliens creating that noise or whatever? Or maybe the aliens, brought the bird to my house. But the funny thing is, like I say, I don't have any wood at all. No wood whatsoever. I did kind of talk to them tonight just to see if they would make that noise. But, sometimes it takes a little while for them. They don't hear you immediately sometimes, Sometimes they do, though. But I can talk to them and see if it's them making that noise. The woody woodpecker noise. And, yeah, so like I say, until that 4th or 5th time, which was Monday, it was either 4 or 5 times the last Monday. So that last time, that's when I thought, I wonder if the aliens are creating that noise, because I remember, and like I say, I didn't see the connection the first few times that I heard woody woodpecker. It was just that time when I was sitting in the bathtub, taking a bath, and that's when I started to think, is it the aliens making that noise? The woody woodpecker noise. And maybe it's not a woodpecker making that noise, because like I say, Karla Turner said that they've done that to her. And somehow she knew it wasn't really a woody woodpecker. Well, like I say, one time that time it was in the morning time. The other time it was in the morning time, but that other time it was like, 7 o'clock at night, 6 or 7 at night. So anyway, it really could be a real woodpecker, but why would it be trying to be pecking metal, brick? Because the front of the house is all brick, but, basically it's never been at the front of the house. So what it's trying to peck is metal or vinyl siding, plastic vinyl siding. But, yeah, so it's just kind of funny. And then I thought about these other 2 videos, too, that I got to do. I got to hurry up and put all these videos on here, because I have like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of more to post, but it takes time. But anyway, so, but yeah, this morning I finally got an abduction by Joel. Around 9 o'clock in the morning, because I didn't have to work today. So around 9 o'clock in the morning, yeah, I started traveling real fast. My brain consciousness and astral body and everything. Well, like I say, sometimes you can tell the difference. Sometimes they're just kind of abducting your brain consciousness. But still, when they plop you down in the virtual reality scenario, you still have your body with you, your body with you. But like I say, sometimes I don't really like being abducted like that. I like when I'm actually flying, where they actually abduct my whole astral body and I'm like flying. So yeah, and it feels a little more artificial slightly when they abduct you like that, when they just abduct your brain consciousness instead of your whole astral body. But anyway, as I kept traveling and traveling, it's been a long time since he's given me an abduction, man. It's been a long time, like, I don't know, 2 months or something like that. And he had been getting in my dream state several times, but not like an out-of-body experience like this morning. And so finally I got one, and the whole time I was traveling, it wasn't dark, it was light. It was like light when I was traveling, like light time, daytime or whatever. It wasn't dark. And I was just thinking, I just kept thinking, because I was so aware of what was happening, I was just thinking, crap, like, I didn't know if if I was going to be popped back in bed, and he wasn't going to, because I felt like I was just too awake and too alert, so I was like, is this going to work out? Is he end up going to, going to plot me down in a virtual reality scenario? Or am I going to accidentally wake up first and not get the experience or whatever? But yeah, so he plopped me down and I don't know where the hell I was at. It just seemed like like an auditorium, like a small little empty auditorium of a building. And there's some other people walking around too. And Joel, he did show me self. He showed himself behind me. And like I say, he's always kind of showing himself kind of like really tall and thin, but he never really shows me how he really looks like. Except one time I got close to seeing what he looked like, but then he blurred up his face with his human ugly face, because that's pretty much what he looks like. His energy is that being right there. And that's pretty much what he looks like similar. Because one time I did feel his face, and I felt all the knobs and shit on his face. And his energy and the way he treats me fits that being right there. And I don't know what kind of species you would call him. But like that other time, I still think it could have been Joel that other time when he took me from the front bedroom and then he took me down my hallway out of body, and I reached back and I touched his stomach and I felt his scales. I still think that could have been Joel, but I really do think that was Joel. But anyway, Joel is hardcore reptile looking, but he always just kind of tries to present himself like he's some tall, lanky looking, human looking man or something, and he's not at all. He's like hardcore reptile looking. Or that's just, sometimes if that's all you see is just this tall, and you can't see anything else, of course you're going to think, oh, it just seems like a tall human to me. It's not, man. He's like straight up reptile. With scales and knobs and everything. But like I say, I can't say 100% that he looks like that 100%, but I know he looks similar to that. But yeah, so he did give me an abduction this morning, but it was just all sex, so I can't really talk about it. But yeah, he's always there for me, giving me whatever I want. And he always makes it feel real good and everything. He doesn't normally abuse me, But like I say, he was doing stuff to me before I even knew who was doing stuff to me. You know what I mean? And so now I just talk to him and he gives me all sorts of sex and crap and out-of-body experiences. But I'll probably get another one in the morning, but I want a good one. I don't want it to be sexual though. Just a good one, like when my video Castles in the Sky. And I don't know why he even gave me that, because I didn't have castles on the brain or anything at the time. And it's like, whoa. So he has skills, man. He can give me some better ones, than just all sexual. So, yeah, I'm going to try to ask him, he can take me to Neverland. I don't know, put a bunch of cool stuff in it. Because I've been watching that Once Upon a Time, so maybe he could create a good one for me in the morning and it not be very sexual or whatever. I try to tell him don't abduct me and make it all sexual like that, because then I can't talk about it. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, that's my video about aliens and peckers. The little woody woodpecker. But yeah, I remember seeing some when I was younger outside the family room door. Because we actually used to have a big wood, pretty big, wide, tree with a pretty big trunk. A big tree right there, but we cut it down many years ago. But yeah, a tree used to be just right there outside that family room door. And I remember seeing a woodpecker once pecking. And yeah, I think they pretty much all have red heads. And that one at work did too, that was pecking on the outside of the building. The outside of the building where I work, it is wood. And that was before my boss died, and a woody woodpecker kept pecking outside of his office. And we went out there to look, and he had a red little head. So I think they all may have red heads, but I'm not sure. thanks for listening. I gotta eat, and then I gotta hurry up and go to bed, so I gotta go to bed early enough, you know what I mean, so I could get me an experience in the morning, because if Joe was active this morning, then he's probably gonna be active in the morning. So I'm gonna get me an abduction in the morning, another one, a better one. Not that the sex wasn't good or anything, but I want something more fun, you know what I mean?